What's
Welcome,
good?
everybody. Welcome to Comic Convo Express. I'm Pedro, the Marvel fanboy himself.
Of course you are.
You are. And this
I'm
is
Tom, the Cosmic Kid.
Cosmic Kid. And with us, as always,
Professor Xavier.
Professor Xavier himself, Pet Gamer.
Me and my ex-friend.
And welcome to Comic Convo Express. We are live on twitch.tv/Comic Convo Express. We're also going to be on youtube.com/Comic Convo Express.
Test tube.
Watch both shows between Comic Convo Express and Between the Panels, where we react to the news and movies, TV shows, video games, and comics. We're also on the Patreon. Check us out on the patreon.com/Comic Convo Express.
Nice.
Where, you see all these extra. We have a lot of extra content on there. Things like what, 15, 20 hours?
We have over 20 hours of extra content over
hours.
Hey, tell them how cheap it is.
It's so cheap.
Starting at what?
$4. Yeah, enough for a comic book. I go.
You can buy Happy Meal plus tax.
Happy Meal. And hey, don't forget about the after hours, also on the Patreon as well. It's uncut, unscripted, and uncensored. Everything happens.
I know what happens there.
Oh, everything happens.
Yeah.
So you go check out on the patreon.com/Comic Convo Express. Also check out our Streamlab at streamlab.com/PevGamer merch. Get all our merch, or like the little hat right there. We get some cups and stuff like that of CCE and Pev Gamer, because he's the man. Now, also check out our text-to-speech program. Check it out. You could donate You donate at streamlab.com/Comic Convo Express.
You got it?
Yeah. $10 and up to ask questions, $30 to text to speech. You do that, you'll stop us literally on the show, and you can ask your questions, and we are gonna be like conversation with you.
We'll answer anything. What happens after birds and bees? You name it.
We got it. Just donate.
Hook it up. We take food stamps. We take WIC. We take vouchers. You got it. You got it. We'll take it.
Exactly. We're also sponsored by W Energy Drink. Go to w.gg. Use the promotional code PevGamer for 10% off your entire order. Dude,
nice.
During the recent panel episode, I had it. I was a little tired. So
yeah,
you saw how it was in the episode. I was like,
you're bouncing off the walls.
And it tastes so good. I kept drinking it, on the side. It was good. So
was it just Dubby?
It was just Dubby.
What flavor did you
say? Strawberry?
Pineapple. And that just was so good. Everybody thought I was drinking water, but it was the Dubby.
The Dubster, man.
So get your Dubby, do better.
Yeah, do better. Get your dub on. Always.
Always. So how you doing, Pat?
Good. How are you guys?
Pretty good. You ready to hit us with some questions?
Nice to see you guys. Nice to see you. Nice to see you, man. Nice to see you.
Absolutely.
It's been a while since, 2 days ago?
2 days for the panel.
Hey, you know what?
We ready for a
what's so funny? As soon as I got here, he said, "You know what? I'm gonna wing the intro."
I did. If I didn't want to respond, how I did my intro. Did I do good? Because I winged it. I didn't even read all.
Take them out.
As he's like,
thank you.
I struggled a little bit.
It's $10 and
well,
I'm teasing. I'm just teasing.
No, I got lost with the book though.
I know. It's okay.
It's okay, baby.
It's all good.
It's all good.
So guess what's today?
Yes, today's episode is all about Wolverine.
I think you heard you.
The mutant, the man, the legend, the man older than Charles Xavier. Very fun fact.
Charles Xavier.
We have quite a show for you guys today. Make sure you check us out on the live. We go live every other Saturday, although we are going to be doing a special season finale on June 13th. Yeah, June 13th.
Friday
aka
13th.
Friday the 13th.
Wow.
Yep. So make sure you guys check us out live over there.
He said, chill.
That's what I'm hearing.
He said, chill.
We've never done horror facts, but when Jason's doing that, he's saying, kill, mama.
Oh, dope.
Kill, mama.
He's like, wants to kill his mama.
He wants to kill some.
Kill for mom.
He got some mommy.
That is dope.
Yeah, that's where that comes.
That's dope.
No, I like it better. I like the way we.
I like to chill. Netflix.
Let's get right into the show. Let's get back to Wolverine.
Netflix and chill, baby.
So we're going to go through a lot of the Wolverine mythos, the opinions of two of our best comic book experts here. You guys ready to do this?
Let's do this.
All right, so segment 1 is a top 5. What is your top 5 Wolverine costumes? I'm also going to allot you guys one honorable mention, but get your first 5 out between you both, and then you guys can do your honorable mentions after.
All right. I'll take it first.
All right.
So top 5. I'm going to start from 5. Here we go. Ready? It's called the Unified Costume / Combat. It first appeared in Uncanny X-Men 423 in July 2003, written by Chuck Austin, and the artwork was Ron Garney. So his artwork. And it also, here's the crazy part. It also appeared in Ultimate X-Men 33 in the Ultimate Universe. Same costume.
Okay.
Written by Mark Millar, and Adam Kubert was the artist. Now, both came out the same year, 2003, 1 month apart, but for some coincidence, they both wore the same costume.
You know why they did that?
And here's the reason why, and that's my point. It also debuted the same time X-Men Evolution came out, and they changed the costume of Wolverine without the mask at the time. So that they called it a unified costume, where all 3 universes had the same costumes.
That's dope.
5. Number 4. Astonishing X-Men costume. Astonishing X-Men number 1, 2004, written by Joss Whedon and the artist, the late great John Cassaday.
Oh man,
that was the issue that they brought back the yellow costume after he was, wearing the leather from like the X-Men movie.
Yep.
So there you go there. Number 3, you're gonna like this one. The X-Force costume. In 2008 X-Force, written by Craig Kyle and Christopher Yost. The artist was Clinton Crane.
Yeah, that costume is iconic. Black
gray,
the red eyes.
Yeah, you got
that was sick.
Of course I know it.
That was sick, bro. And they all rocked it too.
Deadpool rocked X-23, Warpath. It was like a crazy team. So that's number 3.
We got to do an episode on X-Force.
Yeah,
we do. We will.
All the
Crane's a beast, man.
That's my favorite.
That writing was nice too, bro.
I think all versions of X-Force was pretty good. Anyway, number 2. We're getting to the gritty. The Brown costume. 139, written by Chris Claremont and the artist John Byrne. Dude, this was like, it came out of nowhere. He was still in the yellow at the time. And all of a sudden, one time he went to school, decided to change his clothes, and all of a sudden he's wearing brown. It was like,
the tan and brown
shit. It was like, hey, why are you wearing brown? He's like, hey, because I like it.
The tan and brown is my favorite, I think, of those sets.
That's one of mine, and I'm gonna touch on it. And I'll tell you the reason why he switched. I'll tell you.
Oh, you got the
I got some fun facts.
And
fun facts
from my number 1.
Drum roll,
yellow, black, and blue classic costume.
OG, baby.
From Giant Size X-Men from 1975, written by Len Wein and the artist Dave Cockrum.
Yep,
that was my number 1. You can't be better than the original.
Didn't the actual costume premiere in 180?
Well, it had 180 had the fangs.
Yeah,
and then when Giant Size launched, they redid his mask.
Fun fact on that: Cochran, when he got the script, he didn't know that it had to be a mask. He thought it was like similar to like
whiskers. That's what it looked.
Yeah, but if you see how he drew it, it looked like pointy ears. Seriously.
Well, also,
like the
if you guys are cool with it, really fun fact on the first appearance of Wolverine. Yep. So Wolverine was supposed to be a one-off villain for the Hulk, and his claws were not actually supposed to retract back into his body.
Yeah,
they're supposed to be
something.
Yes, they're supposed to be on his gloves, which was dope.
It was.
I'm glad they changed it.
I'm glad he changed it. Chris Claremont did a good job on that.
Yeah, I got another fun fact for that too after.
But
perfect.
And as far as my honorable mention, I picked 2, but I'm only gonna pick
one. No. Let Tom do his top 5, and then you guys are gonna.
Yours could be mine.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right, guys, we're gonna go from, like I said, 5 to 1. I'm gonna go with the adamantium armor from Sabretooth War. Krakoa Forge built a Wolverine adamantium suit. So if he ever lost his healing factor, which he did, when Sabretooth and his army of multiverse variants attacked Wolverine and they depowered him, Sabretooth War, Logan, adamantium armor was in storage. Back, he went and retrieved it. This armor almost totally covered his body. It looks similar to like Silver Samurai in a sense.
Yeah, that's what I was
saying. It almost looked like a Shredder.
And there was no color. It was silver.
It almost looked like Shredder in a sense. Not only that, he was rocking a sword. Remember the sword?
Yes, he did.
And the cool thing about this suit was it actually regenerated his healing factor, which
Because
got
it was
taken
on
away
a brick without it.
because he got shot. He got shot by the pistola by Sabretooth. So anyway, that was my number 5. 4, got to be the X-Force costume, man. Crazy. I knew you were going to say it.
4.
Sleek black and gray look that Wolverine wore when leading a team of mutants on violent missions. His costume suits the team under a radar nature and added a sense of grit and danger to the character. Loved it. I really liked how it looked.
Me too.
And they all matched.
It was the greatest color ever. It's the same style, just like the brown one, but except it was all black and gray. I just
And number
red eyes, man. Those red eyes.
Sick.
made him look sick. He was possessed.
And number 3, he actually doesn't have any clothes, man. He's actually butt naked, running around in the snow, and he's got battery packs. So I just want to say the junk Logan,
The junk, Weapon X.
the junk
Right there.
look is totally butt naked.
So basically, it's just shadow.
Yeah, it's just the shadow.
That's a reason.
Weapon X comic story arc illustrated by the great Barry Windsor Smith. Marvel Comics, between Marvel Comics Presents number 72 through 84.
Yep.
During Weapon X, prologue, the final chapter was told in the perspective of Wolverine, who was in a near mindless state for the bulk of the story. And of course, you had your main characters. You got the protagonist. You got Abraham. You got Carol, and then you have the guy known as the Professor.
Yeah.
Yep. And then number 2, classic brown and tan costume.
You were agreeing on that?
Designed by, also written by Chris Claremont and John Byrne. Just before his second encounter with the Wendigo, when Wolverine debuts another one of his most iconic looks, his brown costume in Uncanny X-Men, like Pete State, 139. This costume merges the brown and yellow costume orange of his Fang costume. Speaking of Fang, there was a storyline in X-Men. I read it actually in a reprint, the Phoenix Saga.
Yes.
Where Wolverine got his costume destroyed, so he ended up defeating a character named Fang. So he actually donned this costume, and it had bones around it. And had the brown.
A tiger.
So John Byrne, fun fact, didn't really want to draw the yellow and orange costume. So he said, you know what? I'm going to go with this, but I'm going to tweak it. So he got rid of the stripes and everything or whatever, and there's where you get the origin of...
So it was more of John Byrne's reason, not Logan's choice.
Correct.
Makes sense.
And, through the 80s and 90s, he was rocking it. John Byrne was rocking that look, which was great. I love it. And he actually brought it back when he did the Wolverine series, too.
Yes.
I don't even know if you remember that.
He alternates it nowadays.
Yep.
So.
My number 1, of course, John Romita Jr., who actually put his 2 cents in. He was actually the art director during the time when Wolverine was created.
Okay.
He did all the sketches, and Wolverine was actually called the Badger, which everyone was like, you know what? Hey, let's call him the Badger. But Stanley's like, you know what? We're going to call him Wolverine because he's a little cooler. And another fun fact, back in the days, Canada, they wanted to create a hero or anti-hero or whatever. Right. So they said, you know what? Let's create this character, Badger, a.k.a. eventually became Wolverine. And it was cool because the influence from Lin Wein, the writer, and Herb Tripp, the writer, the artist. And that's my...
So that was the same costume from the first appearance in Incredible Hulk 180.
Correct, 180, which was on the last page, and then it went over to the first...
John Romita Sr., not Junior.
No, I didn't say Junior. I said Junior? I said John Romita.
John Romita, okay.
Yeah, it was the senior. Okay. Yeah, the senior who was the one who actually did all the sketches to it.
So he has credit for creating it.
And John Byrne, it was great because another fun fact. I'll just get out my fun facts. Get them all out. A lot of fun facts. Get them out. Get the fun facts out. I got them out. It was actually based on an actor who played in a movie called Slapshot, I believe. I forgot the name of the actor or something. He passed away recently. The actor. I forgot, man. I had it in the top of my tongue. There was an actor that he got his look when Wolverine actually took off his mask. That was the look that he copied off of.
Is that the one that Frank Miller was like this?
No. No, not that one.
Because I remember seeing that's the.
I think I want to say the name of the movie is called Slapshot. Okay. It was a green hockey player who had this look, and if you look at Wolverine's character that John Byrne drew, like faces, it's all this guy. Everything is all this guy.
All right, sounds like
I have to before the show is done, I'll tell you who the actor was. Okay. But that's my top 3, guys.
Oh, fantastic!
I don't really have a honorable mention because everything from the new X-Men with the Wolverine had like the leather coat, that was pretty badass.
Sure.
Other than that, his appearance in Marvel Comics Presents when he was Patch, I like that too, but I don't have an honorable
These
mention.
two at you then.
Oh, you have a couple?
I do have two then.
All right.
I picked out another look. We've seen it in the movie, in the Deadpool Wolverine movie, the Age of Apocalypse Wolverine. I know no one likes that art, that look, but I like the way his hair looked in that scene.
Yeah, it was cool.
Just like in the book. And it first appeared in X-Men Alpha #1, written by Scott Lobdell
Yes.
and Mark Waid. The artist was Roger Cruz, Steve Epting, and covered by Joe Madureira. So one of those three artists would get credit for creating that look. The other one that I like to say is another armored costume Wolverine. It's called the Ablation Armored Costume. It was first appeared in Wolverine 2014 #1. It was written by Paul Cornell, and the artwork was Ryan Stegman. That armor, because his healing factor was infected by a microverse alien virus, so to protect him from getting injured, they made that armor for him so he could protect himself and his healing factors. Every time he popped his claw, it wasn't healing, so the armor was there just to make sure his blood would stay.
You could have mentioned it.
Oh, Paul D. Ambrose, the actor John Bryan, is that
John Byrne.
John Byrne.
John
I'm sorry.
Byrne.
Modeled Logan's facial features after.
Yeah.
Oh wow,
Dude, he looks just like him,
Yeah.
dude. There-
Oh, we gotta show this picture to them.
Well, I'll put it in the
Don't
edits.
put it
Don't
up.
even
Yeah,
worry
yeah.
about it. Yeah.
Oh my god,
That's pretty damn close, right, P?
that actor could also play a werewolf movie, like
Yeah.
back then.
Yeah,
R.M.P.
sure.
man, he passed away
He passed
recently.
away.
Yeah.
God bless. But yeah, those are the costumes, man.
Fun.
I think
Okay,
those are
cool.
the
Fun.
best.
Tom, you had an honorable mention as well?
Yeah. Like I said, I
you
like
like
the patch costume that he had in Marvel Comics. Yeah. Patch was dope.
White suit.
Chris Claremont wrote it in the Wolverine 1988.
Mm-hmm. John Buscema was the artist.
Yes, rest in
There you go,
peace.
John Buscema.
Another great. Yep. Legends.
They're all legends. All the artists
They'll be around forever.
now and forever. Artists.
Nice.
Favorite Wolverine solo story arc is our segment 2. This arc does not have to include Logan. It could be X-23. It could be Daken, or anyone else who has been Wolverine. So I'm gonna let you guys take that one.
You wanna go first?
I'll go first. This is going to be a big chunk of the show, guys. So grab your popcorn.
Here we go.
Hide your kids. Hide your wife.
Better get out of sight.
Hide your kids, grab your wife, better get out of sight.
So this one for me has to be the Sabretooth War, which was recently.
Yes.
Oh my God, when I tell you amazing, great. You know who the writer and artist is? Had him down.
Benjamin Percy
Yes.
is the writer. That's my boy. Yeah. And the artist, I'm trying to remember, it wasn't Joshua Cassere, because he did X-Force with him. I have to backtrack on that because I don't think I wrote anything about the Sabretooth War.
My bad.
Oh,
1 second.
that's your research.
No, I had it. Yeah.
And it came down right after the Krakoan
I got
era.
it.
So there you go.
10-part, blah, blah. Well, basically, it's Corey Smith, Josh Shaw is the writer.
Corey Smith. Okay.
Corey Smith. Like
And
again,
Jeff
like
Shaw,
I say,
okay.
again, guys, this is a 10-part series which ran from issue 41 all the way to issue 50, which was the climax.
Right towards the end.
And when I tell you amazing, brutal, everything you want in a freaking in a story arc. I mean, the great thing about it is Sabretooth was trapped in Krakoa, remember? He was trapped down like in a
He banished him too.
Yep.
And he managed to get out.
so he got out and he freaking went through the multiverse and he gathered a whole army of
Sabretooth.
different versions of him.
Mm-hmm.
It was really cool because they had a one called Camo.
Yep.
He was a shapeshifter. And the cool thing about his powers was when he shapeshift to whatever,
Mhm.
he would alter his scent to smell like them.
I know.
Remember on the first episode in issue 41? It was dope. Sabretooth actually lunged over and he's eating a version of Cyclops, killing him, ripping his face off.
They were very cannibal.
And then you see Wolverine come out of nowhere, jump up in the air, and he's about to attack him. Sabretooth turns around, grabs him by his neck. He's like, hey, run, blah, blah, blah. He said, why would you do this? Why would you even try to attempt to sneak up on me like that? Then he shapeshifts back to Camo. And he's like, oh, that's weird. He's like,
There was
like-
also a female Sabretooth.
Savage, her name is.
Her
Yeah, I'm going to
she
get
was
into that.
bastard.
Camo's first appearance was in Wolverine 41. He's from Earth 33441. And then you have Savage, which is a girl version of Sabretooth. So your first appearance was in Sabretooth Exiles #5. Then you got Pretty Boy, who walks around. He's got a ponytail, looks like Shawn Michaels from WWE.
Think of a conceited version of Sabretooth. It's
He
hysterical.
walks around all snobby.
He was getting tore up by all the other Sabretooths.
Pretty Boy, his first appearance was also in Exiles. He's from Earth 12. Then they have a Captain America version of Sabretooth.
Yeah.
Which he went around was rocking the suit.
He didn't have the serum. He didn't have the
No.
Super
But he had the gear.
The gear.
He had the fresh gear.
Crazy.
Again, he came from Sabretooth, Sabretooth and the Exiles issue number 5. That was his first appearance. And then you have Cyborg Army. Check it out. The son of Sabretooth. Oh, is it Grayson? Graydon
Creed.
Yeah. His son went around to the multi-universes and he was decapitating and killing all these Sabretooths. So he had a mindless army. They had like more headhunters. Remember that.
Thick.
So he had an army just rolling with him. So anyway, as the story progresses, Sabretooth gets out, shoots Wolverine, makes his power go away. Wolverine ends up getting a suit. But it's dope because as the story progresses, they have Savage, one of the Wolverines. He's talking to, it's so dope. I skipped this by accident. Towards the beginning, Sabretooth kills Daken. And remember, every year Sabretooth does something to Wolverine to surprise him for his birthday. So not only that, he kills him and he puts on his body the body parts that says happy birthday when Wolverine gets back to the camp where they were. Mm-hmm. Epic.
What I liked about it was our Sabretooth, was actually the mastermind, and he was also front and center attacking Wolverine and the X-Force and X-Men. And they were still on Krakoa and they still had their own issues, and this was still going on, and it was like a chess game at the same time. Bloody.
Oh my God. Like, they even put a warning on the covers. Remember that?
Yeah, good.
It said parental advice.
Right before Red Band came.
Yes, I was about to say that too, yeah.
But the best thing about it, the fight between X-23 and Savage.
Yes.
That was a good fight, trust me.
Because X-23 was talking all this crap, and Savage went up to her and freaking ripped her mouth right off.
The way they tortured her. Oh my God.
That was crazy.
That's like brutal.
And again, in the beginning, when they showed up with all the Sabretooths, to take out Wolverine, they had the freaking, remember the coils from, what's his name?
From Omega Red.
And they got him and he freaking jacked up Wolverine, like to the point where he's almost dead, and they freaking hung him up.
And this was during the time Omega Red was part of X-Force. So.
Yes.
But I also remember what they did to when he tortured Kid Omega.
Oh, dude, they decapitated him and put him in a freaking box.
His head in the jar, and he's talking to him telepathically, and he wanted him to help him get Wolverine. It was so crazy. In the end, Wolverine had to use the armor to help stop
sword.
And the death of every one of these Sabretooth was like amazing. Like Benjamin Percy got a sick mind in a cool way. You would love it.
And it was really cool because Camo and Savage, they teamed up and they're like, listen, who can we get to take out our, the 616 Sabretooth? They're like, let's get the son of freaking Sabretooth.
Exactly.
So they pulled him out and he was called Dead Seed.
Dead Seed.
So they got him to go, toe-to. He was in a match. He ended up getting moked out at the end.
He got moked out. A lot of the Sabretooth got moked out.
But I'm telling you, that was one of my favorite story arcs. And it was a recent story arc.
So hats off also to the artists, Jeff Shaw and Corey Smith.
Corey Smith.
It's artists.
Yep.
Artists. Thanks for the correction.
You're welcome.
And that's mine, Pete.
But yeah, that's a good one. I can't even think about that one. That was yours?
That was me, brother.
I went in a different direction. I went back in time. My favorite. I had like 3 of them. I'm gonna pick number 1. It was Old Man Logan. To me, that was my favorite. It was written by Mark Millar and artist by Steve McNiven. It was from Wolverine Volume 3, 66 to 72, and giant size Old Man Logan 1 from 2008 to 2009. They film adapted that from the movie Logan. They did their best to take from it. The fact that he was a washed up Wolverine X-Men who lost basically because of Mysterio when all the villains teamed up to go after all the heroes.
Yep.
He tricked him to killing his own X-Men.
Wolverine 7.
And after he realized that was a trick because of Mysterio, he gave up being a hero.
Yep.
He forever would never use his claws, and he basically went underground. He ended up hiding in the woods and following the rules that after the villains killed all the heroes, they ended up taking up the world, and then they messed it all up.
Remember the Hulklings?
The Hulk family,
had all the money.
He looked like country,
Sure. Well, we're gonna organize this a little bit more.
Yes,
Old Man Logan is a future alternate storyline in which the villains all team up and convince Wolverine to kill the X-Men, where he believes the Charles Xavier school is being attacked. So
villains,
Wolverine, when
yep.
he wakes up from this illusion, has killed all of the X-Men. You fast forward in the future, all of the villains have divided the United States up into their own separate countries,
Yeah, like
essentially.
areas, yeah.
Yep. So you have the Hulk family, the
Yeah.
Red Skull at one point, but then he goes crazy. There's the Badlands where there's giant like T-Rex, the Savage Land creatures are there, and
Yes.
Venom's on one of them.
Because he came out of retirement because Hawkeye, who was
Yeah,
blind,
who was
at the time,
blind, yeah.
came to him for help to help him get across the states to get to, I think it was like New York, and stop the Red Skull. I think it was.
It was great because it gave like a Western feel.
Yeah, it had a Western
It was
feel.
like a Western.
They stood the whole time they were
I don't think it was the Red Skull because Red Skull was crazy. He was in the Badlands dressed up as Captain America.
Yes. Okay. Then that's what happened. But they were trying to get in touch with other rebels or something.
Yeah, it
And
was something.
the whole time they were being attacked by Venom, dinosaurs and stuff. He wouldn't pop his claws.
So what this?
And when he came back home, he found his family was killed by the Hulks.
Yes, Hawkland.
Yo, he lost it. And dude, that fight with the Hulk
Epic.
blew my mind. So I think that was my favorite Wolverine story of all time.
The art was
definitely
amazing
worth
too,
the
man.
read.
But I
Art
also
was
have to
amazing.
give props to Origin, this book as well.
Wait, don't do any honorable mentions yet. Let discuss between and then do your. Are you doing your honorable mentions now? All right, go ahead.
So I just want to say, give a shout out to Origins. Bill Jamis, Joe Quesada, Paul Jenkins with the writers, and Andy Kubert, great artist.
Story was deep.
Issue 1 through 6 from 2001, 2002. It was the first time they brought out the origin of Logan, Wolverine.
Yep.
Like when he was a kid, and we got his full story and how he first popped his claws, and it was all wood and stuff like that. Very emotional, very good series. I kind of enjoyed it for everything. If you're a Wolverine fan,
Highly recommend.
start there.
Highly
That's
recommend
how
read
good it
that
was.
story. That story is
And of
man,
course, another one,
epic.
Enemy of the State. To me, that was when you see Wolverine. Like, what if Wolverine was a villain in the Marvel universe? That storyline like gave me the chills because it was written by Mark Millar as well, another good writer. The artist was our own John Romita Jr.
Yes, John. Big
Wolverine
John.
Volume 3 from issue 20 to 25 in 2004 and 2005. It also connected to the series Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D. with same creators
Mhm.
from 26 to 31. And it was basically when the Hand got control of Wolverine.
Yep.
And they made him go against every hero, Daredevil,
Cap was in it.
Captain America, Elektra. Like, it was like the
was
what
dope.
if scenario
It was dope.
actually happening. And I kind of enjoyed it.
And then the great part about that was John Romita's art. Like you see the rain, and then the rain. Oh my God! The great thing about him is a lot of people knock his art, from how he started till now. You can tell it's him, and he owns every panel that he does. I mean, the action sequence is just amazing. He fights the Hand, and amazing.
It was so.
What's your honorable mention in that?
Mine was Enemy of the State.
We think like
Mark Millar.
when it comes to Wolverine,
Dude, I kid you not, bro.
It's not like I said put one honorable mention.
kid you
well, again, I wasn't gonna be.
But no, I put it in the back burner. I wasn't gonna say it until you said it, Pete.
I'm surprised you didn't use that book.
No. I could have, but you know what? It was great. It was a story,
How he got his animation.
Yeah, because when dude first appeared, he had no origin. He had nothing.
That's true. That was it.
They kind of like made it up as they went, in a sense.
That's right. From the 70s, 80s. Well, actually, this came out in the 90s.
90s.
80s and 90s.
90s, yeah.
Once this book came out,
Yep.
everybody thought that was the definitive origin. And
No.
then this came out in 2000. It was like,
It
holy shit.
predates it. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing to remember. Weapon X takes place right before the Korean War. Origins takes place in the 1898.
Somewhere
I
in
think.
1800s.
Yeah, it's 1898 to 1903 or something
In
like
Canada, too.
that. Yeah.
Fun fact. Speaking of the 1909 was the first appearance where Sabretooth and Wolverine actually went at it in a one shot called Ravencourt. I don't know if you ever heard of it. Ravencourt. I fun fact it. I checked
That's
it
cool,
out.
actually.
But it was called Ravencourt back in I have it right here.
Takes place, you said, in 1909.
1909 is when they first tangled.
So that's 2 years after the Origins. Yeah,
Oh, you got to see this cover
On the
because it
runs,
shows
yeah.
Wolverine with the little whiskers. Is dope.
Oh, really?
that's cool as hell.
It's dope. Ravencourt.
All right, so we're good on that.
We are
Yeah, we're
on.
definitely good.
All right, cool.
Tress.
So, segment 3, we're going into the top 3 non-comic book adaptations of Wolverine.
I'll let Tom go first. He got
All right, boys and girls, here's what I got for you. I broke it down like this. I did, of course, the question was top 3 comic book adaptions. I've got live action films. I'll go 3 to 1. I got X-Men. X-Men 2000.
must be Wolverine. That remarkable metal doesn't run through your entire body, does it?
Which was a sweet intro of Wolverine on the big screen. On a budget of 175 mil, it pulled in over $408 million. Number 2, I got the Wolverine. 2013, Hugh Jackman. It's crazy. Fun fact: he followed a dehydration diet to achieve the desired look when he had no shirt.
Yeah.
And they said he was fainting and he was very delusional after that.
Oh my God. Good Jackman.
Number 1's got to be Deadpool and Wolverine, man. 2024. Epic brings action and humor. 10 out of 10. On a budget of 580, it brought in $1.33 billion. Then I got.
Let me just make sure I understand. So your third really would be Hugh Jackman's adaptation of Wolverine, is what you'd. Okay,
correct.
I want to make sure I'm following that. Okay.
Actually had 3 for each of them.
No, that's fine. So I'm ordering it by the category rather than the yeah.
And then the second one I got animation series. Wolverine appeared in several animated series, including my number 3. I got Wolverine and X-Men from 2008 to 2009. Then 2 is X-Men Evolutions, 2000-2003.
What happened to you? No one should have to go through that, especially a child.
I am not a child!
You are.
And then, of course, it's got to be X-Men 97, which actually the predates one before it from 1992 to 97.
What was that? Guess you found the body. Go on in. The water's fine.
Hands down my favorite, other than, comic books.
Okay.
And then I got video games. Wolverine is a playable character in numerous video games, such as, here's my 3. I got Marvel vs. Capcom, Age of Superheroes from 2000. Fighting game feature Wolverine and playable characters. Then you got number 2, I got X-Men Arcade, 1992, a side-scrolling beat-em-up featuring Wolverine and other X-Men characters. And my number 1 all-time, we can contest to this. We were in a video game arcade, dumping quarters into the damn machine. You got X-Men, Children of the Atom, fighting developed by Rust. Out of the first game in the series features X-Men characters, and that's my.
That was awesome.
That brought back. Oh man, dude, great times, man.
Oh.
Those are mine, P. That's what I got for outside of comics.
I'm glad you went first because your answers was a lot better than mine. Mine was like I was just thinking like that was like one of these.
Okay.
All right, so I put down number 3, the voice actor Steve Blum.
You haven't seen a big monster running around anywhere, have you?
No! Stay back! Stay away from me! Stay back!
Relax, crybaby. I ain't gonna. You smell toxic.
He was the voice of Wolverine for if you ever seen the cartoon Wolverine Hulk versus.
Yes.
But the one with Wolverine.
Steve's voiced Wolverine in a lot of adaptations.
He also did the voice of Wolverine in Wolverine and X-Men cartoon series. Yeah. Marvel's anime X-Men. And believe it or not, Superhero Squad. All the same characters. And he had the same voice.
He's also Wolverine in Ultimate Alliance. And he's also Wolverine in one of the more recent Avengers tie-ins.
Did he do the second Ultimate Alliance too? Because I know
yes,
he
did in the second one too.
He made an appearance as Wolverine in Earth's Mightiest Heroes.
Yes, you're right. He was Wolverine.
So Steve Blum did that voice.
Yes. Most of the time, I'd say like 9 out of 10. If you're listening to it, it's probably Steve voice.
That's dope.
He gets around.
He's a great actor.
But then it brings you around too, because there's only one voice actor that could do better than him. It's hard to say this. Hal Dodd from the X-Men cartoon and the original from 1997 as well. Hal Dodd was the first Wolverine voice actor that put that voice on stage.
Okay.
And his voice, even the way he screams, all that stuff, it's Cal Dodd. Steve Blum is good at it, but Cal Dodd's like
He's the one.
It's got a good Wolverine scream. Mark Hamill. I was very surprised about.
I was gonna put him on that list only because of the video game.
He only did that one. That's
game.
the one time. Yeah,
I know.
So what's it gonna be, Logan? The easy way or the hard way?
I messed up, so what? There was no reason to do what they did. No reason at all.
You always were a chump, Logan.
so I don't know.
I couldn't put him in there.
They could probably pull him out to do more, maybe, right?
If he would want to.
Mark, if you're listening, yes, I would love to hear you do.
Send him a
Wolverine.
check. Send him a check, Marvel.
Maybe help out with Cal Dodd. And of course, my number one, and you went through the whole list. So, what's his name?
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman.
Oh, yeah.
Hugh Jackman is after the recent Wolverine Deadpool movie, he is the definitive.
Stop banging the table.
Banging my fucking.
In court, you son of a bitch.
Down, he is.
We're not in court.
Wolverine. Like
I'm gonna Wolverine jump at you.
you can talk about Henry Cavill. You can talk about Henry Cavill being the next Wolverine or whoever replaces. No one's gonna fill the shoes that Hugh Jackman did. So
yeah, it's like
wouldn't it be really funny if Hugh Jackman comes back and Sabretooth as one of the
I'll be doing it till he's 90 years old.
Well, that's what I want. Steve Bloom is also Wolverine in Rivals. That's what I was thinking of.
He did Rivals?
He's in Rivals, yeah. That's his voice.
No, that part. It got me there.
That's dope.
Cool. Go 74.
Oh, here comes their guest appearance again.
Which one?
The kitty.
Oh, it's the fat one.
Bandits in the house.
It's my West Coast Avenger.
I have a cameo.
Here we go.
Here we go.
All right, segment 4.
Yes.
The top 3 Wolverine team ups. I will allot you both one honorable mention. I want you guys to do it like this. Just name the team up, and then we'll go through each of them after you both have named them.
Let me name mine, and then you could do yours, Pete.
Yeah, go ahead.
All right, guys, here's mine. It doesn't have to be any order, right?
No, I don't care.
All right, I'm gonna go. I've got Kitty Pryde and Wolverine, and mini series, which is named titled Kitty Pryde and Wolverine. Then I've got Wolverine, issue 99 to 100. That storyline arc. And then I've got Uncanny X-Men 268. Jim Lee, Chris Claremont teams up with Captain America, and the Wolverine one he teams up with Cannonball.
So you have Kitty Pryde, Cannonball, Captain America.
Yes.
Okay, and you have.
No, but we'll talk about it. No, we'll talk about it.
Yeah, we're going to talk about it after.
We'll talk about
All right, so I'll give you the heroes then. It's really simple. Number 3, I put Ultimate Hulk.
Okay.
From Ultimate Wolverine versus Hulk.
Right.
Number 2, Spider-Man from Spider-Man with the Comic Chronicle run, issue 8 to 13, Perception.
Yes.
And number 1, and this is kind of convoluted. Deadpool with Captain America. From Deadpool's Good, the Bad, and the Ugly storyline from Deadpool Volume 4 in 2012, 15 to 19. That was the storyline.
Deadpool and Cap?
It was Deadpool, Cap, and Wolverine.
Oh, you didn't say that. I was like,
I was like, Wolverine's in there somewhere.
It's gotta be.
He's hiding in the shadows.
He was keeping them together. So
all right, cool. So let's talk about all those, Tom. So you had Kitty Pryde, Cannonball, and I'm so sorry, the last one was Captain America.
Yes. All right.
So let's go through those.
The Kitty Pryde was I believe it was a 4-issue miniseries written by Chris Claremont, Al Milgrom, and Linus Wine was the inker.
Yes.
Kitty Pryde versus ninjas, which might seem a little weird for a girl from Chicago. The whole thing explained the classic miniseries X-Men Wolverine. Kitty Pryde and Wolverine. A 4-issue book came out in 1984. The two took X-Men to Japan. The book starts as Kitty Pryde going home after a breakup with Colossus and discovering her father is in trouble with a Japanese businessman. Kitty sneaks onto a plane to Japan following her father, discovering that he's going to use his bank to allow the business, secret criminals, etc., to launder money.
Oh, so basically the Yakuza's laundering money for Kitty Pryde's father.
Yes. And it's dope because they go over there and they fight a ninja called Ogun. Yes, and they go at it. And when I tell you Wolverine gets freaking, they go at it. I mean, all you see is him just slicing Wolverine with the freaking sword, but he ends up training Kitty Pryde to be like a ninja, which is really, really dope.
And that's the first time we learn more details of Wolverine's being a samurai.
Yes, his origin as a fighter. Then I got the Wolverine from Volume 2, 99 to 100 involves Cannonball trying to save Wolverine. Written by Larry Hama.
Larry Hama.
Hama Valsimius.
Valsimius.
Yeah, get these. I gotta chop up these names, guys. I gotta chop them up. Adam Kubert and Dan Green, Dan Penoza. These are just a bunch of artists. The New Mutants are an important part of the X titles, but it took a while before any of them graduated to become an X-Men, which Cannonball did. Cannonball was the first to join the main team, and him and Wolverine got close during this time of Logan's mutation, making him more feral. You remember he got his
he lost his adamantium.
He was going around.
That's right. This is before Cannonball becomes Penance. This is before the 2000s.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
When Wolverine was kidnapped by Genesis, remember?
Yep.
And the Dark Riders.
Son of Cable.
Wolverine, Genesis tries to make a new horseman of death to resurrect Apocalypse. Seeing Cannonball coming through to rescue and help Wolverine, it was really, really good. I mean, I really like the story, and I really like how you remember the foil cover?
Yeah,
as a Wolverine with the blades.
That's when he got his.
His blade
adamantium
on his blades, I believe, only on his blades, right? Or did he get on
the whole box?
Okay, but like I said, I really, really like that team up, and that brings back memories because I was really, really big into the X-Men then. And again, you saw someone step up from New Mutants to become an X-Men. And then, of course, guys, my number one, still to this day, X-Men, Uncanny X-Men 268, a classic Wolverine story. Chris Claremont, Jim Lee, and Scott Williams. A Wolverine past was shrouded in mystery for years. The Uncanny X-Men shines light on some of his history while Wolverine, Psylocke, and Julie work together against the Hand. In the present time, Wolverine recalls another battle against the Hand, except this time in World War II, with Captain America and I believe a guy named Ivan Petrov. Remember?
Petrov.
Yeah.
Who is
to save a young black widow.
Yep.
Great art, hands down. I still remember the first splash page. You open it up, Cap's jumping, and oh my god. And it's great. And there's some scenes in there, and it shows Wolverine back in the days, but he doesn't pop his claws. Yeah. He actually has like a club, like a billy club.
Yeah, a little billy club.
And he's jacking up all these ninjas and everything. The cool thing about it is, after then, the good guys win. At the end, this is Cap young Captain America. Like
before he was frozen.
I want to say almost like a year one Cap in a sense.
Yeah, yes. I would say that's pretty.
So accurate. He comes up to Logan and Wolverine. And he's like, "Hey, you're good fighter out there and everything." He puts his hand out. He's like, "Hey man, I want you." And Wolverine's like, "Nope, I don't want any sidekicks." Cap's like,
"That's your favorite scene."
Cap's like, "But I wanted you to be my sidekick." Well, anyway, but yeah, that's mine. I got and my honorable mention. You nailed it. You always nail it. Old Man Logan. Mark Millar, Steve McNiven, loved it. It's like a cowboy western. What more do you need? Got the Hulklings.
Wait, who's your team up in that one?
That was it was Hawkeye and
Hawkeye. Sorry,
Hawkeye.
Old Man Hawkeye.
Old Man Hawkeye paid Wolverine because Wolverine had a debt to the Hulklings. He was like, "Listen, I'll pay you if you get me across country." And
yep,
great.
Help him get out of retirement. That's all about the money.
And that's what I got.
Fantastic. All right. So you had. Let me remember. You had Ultimate Hulk. You had your second area was also Cap.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, and then your third was Cap and Deadpool.
Right.
Go through those, and then
Well, I picked obviously Ultimate Hulk because of that battle, the straight up fight between Wolverine, the Ultimate version of Wolverine and Hulk.
This is universe,
and it was very violent.
Hold. This is Universe 1610 for those who do not know.
Yes.
Prior to the Maker. Go ahead.
And the issue was 1 through 6 in 2005 to 2009. There was a big delay in getting all the issues out. It was written by Damien Lindelof. If you know that name, he got one of the creators from Lost, the TV show.
Yep.
And the artist, which is phenomenal, Lino Francis Yu.
Nice.
That artist, oh my God. If you've seen Secret Invasion, that's how good he is. But in this storyline, which was artwork was phenomenal, he took Wolverine and ripped him in half and dropped him on the floor, and then Wolverine had to fall his way to get the.
Not only that, he threw his body.
Yeah,
both of them. Yes, you're right. He threw them away.
Oh, my and I will crawl 1,000 miles and I will crawl.
By the time he got back, he was
to
healed.
get to the other half of my body.
Took 6 years, actually. No, actually, how many years?
It took a minute.
Oh, well, for the whole series, it was
Yeah.
like 6 years to crawl. What?
I don't remember reading that. That's a fun fact.
No, the issue was delayed, and all 6 issues finally came out. It was 4 years.
So it started as a Hulk versus Wolverine storyline, and then they end up working together by the end.
No, did they? I think how it ended. Wolverine came back, continued to fight. Another misunderstanding involving a She-Hulk, which was Betty Ross at the Ultimate version, which was Betty Ross. And all of a sudden, Hulk just wanted to be left alone. He ran away, and Wolverine was like, "Okay, complete."
That's the exact opposite of a team up, right?
Yeah, I was going to say, where's the team up?
Wolverine and Hulk, when those two get together, they fight,
but then they get along.
And in this case,
Yeah,
where
that would be true.
Wolverine didn't get ripped up again. Says that was.
I would categorize that as one of the most brutal.
I would as
One
well.
Of,
I'd also
one of the most vicious.
I should have
savage. Yeah.
Do you have a different team up you want to talk about?
Okay,
that definitely doesn't count.
Well, I didn't think about that because the first appearance of Wolverine, we talked about it, and it was also the first time they fought.
Yep.
But they teamed up because they fought the Wendigo as well. Incredible Hulk 180 to 181 in 1974. They did team up after they fought each other.
There you go.
Written by Len Wein and Herb Trimp. But I think between both storylines, you still have the same feel that they're going to fight, and then they just go separate ways in good terms. So I think that's how I.
We can talk about the greatest team up of all time, Bandit and Wolverine on the West Coast Avengers.
Now let me go to number 2, which is real quick. Spider-Man. I picked the storyline Perceptions from Spider-Man 8 to 13 in 1991.
Todd McFarlane.
Drawn and written by Todd McFarlane. And it was a good mystery in Canada with the Wendigo. And Wolverine was tracking, and Spider-Man was just, Peter Parker taking pictures. Was wrong place, wrong time, and they did a team up to figure out the mystery of the Wendigo. And I thought that was a good first ever team up I seen of those two popular heroes in Marvel. So I put that up there with 2.
And those issues or that story arc. Do you remember he switched from the yellow costume back to the brown?
To the brown, yes.
That was dope.
That was dope. The brown costume.
Yeah, I love McFarlane's art on that, but story, oh my God.
It was really good.
It was okay.
But there was one storyline that was better than that.
We're going to follow up on that, actually.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Do your last one. We'll come back to that.
One, and I threw you all up on the loop on this one. Deadpool, Captain America, Wolverine. It happened in Deadpool issue in Volume 4 in 2012, 15 to 19.
Nice.
The storyline was called The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly. It was written by Jerry Dugan, Brian Posehn. He'll be a terrific one, by the way. And the artist was Declan Shavy. And they were, they were battling another version of the Weapon X program. So, Wolverine being a Weapon X. Deadpool actually was a weapon, I think it was 13 or 14. And of course, the original weapon that no one talks about was Captain America. He was the reason why all these Weapon X.
Cap is the foundation of every super soldier past World War II.
That's exactly what it was. So they took on a guy named Serentine Butler in that storyline, and he was the one that was trying to get Deadpool back, Wolverine back, and trying to see what was that weapon that had to do with Captain America. And Captain America came in and helped save the day. And
that's dope.
But it was a cool team up. It was actually the first time I seen Deadpool started getting serious. Like, he's goofy and everything, jokes like crazy, but at one point, because of what he finds out, he got really serious. And it was to me, that was like a really interesting version.
That was different. Who wrote that again? I'm sorry.
It was Jerry Conway and Brian Posehn, the Deadpool creators.
Good choice. That's dope.
Not creators. They didn't create Deadpool, but they were on that search for a long time.
That's dope.
And the artist was Declan Shavy. So I thought it was a really good storyline.
It's cool how they grounded Deadpool.
It was, it felt like they grounded him.
Yeah, just for at least that issue or series.
Wolverine had to and Wolverine was just being Wolverine.
This is a mirage.
This is not a mirage. He didn't like when Deadpool was being all quiet. So, but that's my
that's dope, man.
The best top team ups.
So I want the follow up to that now, because we were just talking about the team up between Spider-Man and Wolverine under Todd McFarlane's run. You said it was fantastic. Tommy said it was okay.
Yeah.
Tell me, what did you not like about it?
Oh, okay. I'll just say this.
I'm so ready for this.
You don't like Spider-Man?
When McFarlane came on the scene, he had great writers. For example, Peter David wrote for him.
David Michelini?
Yeah,
Yes.
he had these great writers. They were like, hey, listen, I need you to draw XXX on these panels, whatever.
Right.
So now when McFarlane went to do his own thing, I'll just use this as an example. The issue number 1, the iconic "Everybody Let's Swipe the
Spider-Man.
World" cover.
Mhm.
We are the world. It just became in head.
Wow, that sounds
So
good.
it just hit me. Well,
I will spit all my water out for that.
so for example, pause.
Pause.
So for example, like the first scene when you open up that book, Spider-Man's swinging, splash page, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
And, ladies getting mugged, just like, hey, your money, lady. And I'm like, oh my god, Todd, you could tell that he was really rough around the edges on writing. So that from there, the Torment was the first story arc on that run,
Right.
1990, multi-covers.
It's a good story, right?
But you can, again, if you read it, to compare it to, like, say, veteran David or
David and Michelini,
Yeah.
they would have been a lot better.
or Peter David, it's just it didn't. I don't know. It took me time basically to own up, to warm up to him.
Okay.
But I said initially when he came out, it just didn't. Love the art. That's what caught me and that kept me going.
Fun, 'cause
But other than that, the storyline,
as a writer,
you
Tommy
shoulda had
Fallon,
an-
a writer, you have a
should have grabbed other writers to help him or at least assist with him on it. You know what I mean? I mean, he put him as a credit. That's fine, but have somebody else write it. Have an established writer that knows what the hell they're doing.
That's why
It just seemed, for example, the Torment, they didn't need to do so many issues. They could have compressed it to 2, 3 tops, if that.
Well, he only did what, 3 storylines in there? He did
Again, those stories that he wrote,
yeah, very small, and that
you
was it.
could have
Jumped
compressed
off the
them.
ship.
You could have compressed them. You didn't need to be as stretched out.
That's fair.
Oh, and if you notice on his art, same thing with Spawn.
Mhm.
Not to get off a Wolverine topic, but if you notice, most of his stuff is all news reporters, everything else, but other than the main characters. But that's just me. That's how I see him.
Well, the only reason I put him at 2 was because
Oh.
it was Spider-Man.
Oh, that's
the
it. It was a
artwork.
team up.
Like,
I'm not mad.
if you see Tom McFarlane drawing Wolverine and Spider-Man,
Yeah, Wendigo.
in the Wendigo, you threw it was like, oh my god,
It was epic.
you had to pick it up and read it.
Yeah, it sold me. It sold me.
See, I mean, did the story look flat? Maybe.
Yeah.
That's why I said the Deadpool one,
Yeah.
both Captain America.
Oh, way
was
better.
Way better.
Yeah.
But I could have also put the Hulk better than that. But I thought, like he said, that it's not really a team up because they're battling,
Yeah.
but they do team up in the end. So it's
Yeah.
like, okay.
I mean, I'm not knocking Todd for doing that. To me personally, if you ever pick up that run, I think it was 13 issues he did.
Mhm.
Eric Larson did a fill-in with the Beast, remember?
Yes.
But if you ever pick up that run, that to me is some of his greatest artwork ever. And then those issues that he did. He brought back Morbius, remember the black suit,
Yes.
he resurrected, all that stuff.
Venom
All that,
storyline.
oh, then they had the crossover with X-Force,
Yes.
Sabotage,
That was a good one.
and it was a sideways
That was
issue.
That was the Swan Song.
And that was
yeah.
the last issue that Todd did on it, and it's cool because it has Spider-Man that said "Bye Todd" on it.
Mhm.
That was dope. But yeah. But like I said, that's my
That's
gripe
the
with
reason.
Todd.
Awesome.
It was early. It was young, him writing. So
That's fair.
you got to walk before you can run.
Fair.
That was got to walk before you can run.
Yeah.
So that's what I got.
I was going to.
Now we get
All
to
right,
nitty gritty.
Segment 5 is most brutal Wolverine comic issue. So this can be X-Men or any in series involving Logan. I put no honorable mentions, but I believe right before we went live, Tommy, you had said that this was pretty tough. We're gonna completely change it up because I get it.
Tell me what I said about. Tell me what I compared it to.
Compared it to children,
Yeah.
when you got your kids, you can't love more than the
You
other.
got 3 kids. You can't say which one is your favorite.
So we're gonna change up the question actually a little bit because I think they both had a really fair point about this.
Mhm.
We're gonna make it now the top 5 most brutal Wolverine comics. Right? We're gonna need issue numbers. I want artist, writer. Go through your list, and then we'll get into the nitty gritty. So just give me them. Yeah.
I'll go first because I'm faster.
All right.
Okay. Ready? All right. Believe it or not, they're not in order. So I'm just going to go from
Oh.
what I wrote down, go up to what I first thought. I'm going to start with Wolverine, issue number 26 to 30, volume 7, 2020, written by Benjamin Percy and Juan Jose Rip. This was the issue where Wolverine ripped. Well, the Beast was against Wolverine.
Wait. Don't give me
Oh.
issue number.
Oh, I did.
Give me,
I already did
yeah.
that.
Okay, you give me artist and writer.
Artist right here, Benjamin Percy and Juan Jose Rip.
Okay, go on to the next.
Okay.
We're gonna get into the gritty after.
Okay, Punisher, volume 6, number 17, Garth Dennis and Derek Robertson.
Awesome.
Number 3 was Wolverine 90, Volume 2. Larry Hama, Adam Kubert. Ultimate Wolverine versus Hulk, number 1. Damian Lindelof, Lena Francis Yu. You know that one.
Mm.
And of course, my number 1 is X-Men 25 in 1991, written by Fabian Nicieza and Andy Kuhn.
Phenomenal. Thank you.
Nice.
I mean, same thing, and then we'll start talking about it.
All right,
Just in
guys.
case you guys, I just want to do this in case you guys
Clear,
have
clear.
duplicates.
Not any real order. I've got
Good.
Sabretooth and Uncanny X-Men 213 from 1987. Written by Chris Claremont, drawn by Alan Davis, and inked by Paul Neary. I've got X-Men number 5 in Omega Red. Chris Claremont, Jim Lee, inked by Scott Williams, of course. Then I got Cyclops in X-Men Schism, issue 4 and 5, written by Jason Aaron, penciled by Carlos Pacheco. And then I've got Punisher number 17 from 2002. Garth Ennis and Derek Robertson.
Well, now I'm glad I did it this
Got
way.
one of them.
I'm glad we did it this way.
All right.
All right, so is that everything then? All right, so let's talk about your duplicate. So
Yes.
Punisher, you said, I'm so sorry.
It was Punisher, Volume 6, number 17, written by
Oh,
Garth and
loved
Derek
it.
Robertson.
Talk about it.
You go.
It's the best scene, the brutal scene. Ready?
Give me the summary of that issue.
It is.
Some-
I'm just gonna break it down this way.
Tell them
Punisher-
why. Tell them about the issue first, and then
Yeah, and then
go,
tell us about
and go to the goriness.
It's the Punisher series
Okay.
takes on Wolverine.
Yep.
And I'm just gonna go right to it.
You're missing the most intro.
I know the whole storyline is awesome, but I don't want to be a spoiler person. So I want to say this one scene that was very brutal.
Yep.
When he runs over Wolverine with what do you call that?
a steamroller.
A steamroller.
Yeah.
What happened before the steamroller, P? What did you do to him before?
All I remember was
Okay, I'll tell you this. You shot him in his face, blew his
Yeah,
face
he blew
off.
his face off,
So he looked like
blew his
Terminator,
kneecap, he blew his kneecap.
and he shot him in the junk.
So
And then
the
it's
big
in-
thing was that the shotgun that Punisher was using had incendiary rounds.
Yeah.
So when he blew off Wolverine's face, the incendiary rounds were still stuck in, so that's why his face
No.
didn't heal over immediately.
I just remember that
Yeah.
scene, and ever since I read that scene, it comes back to me once in a while in a dream. 'Cause
Yeah.
Punisher was very creative in this whole issue. He knew that he was outmatched with Wolverine with his healing factors, the claw.
Oh, yeah.
If Wolverine wanted to kill him, he was gonna kill him. And Wolverine was getting to a point that the Berserker rage was coming out. That Punisher had to pull everything in the stop to take him down. And
It was
Stop
dope.
smashing my
That
table.
was very, very brutal.
very brutal.
And
Can I just real quick,
Yeah.
reading that issue, I hear Steve Bloom and Jane Thomas's voice in my head. Oh, okay. I'm glad. I'm glad.
I thought because that's what it gives me nightmares. Just
Yeah,
thinking about
dude. Like legit, when I read it, I hear both of their voices when they're
I can
doing
hear
it. So
I can hear Wolverine screaming. "Ah!" Yeah, I'm like that's Steve Bloom.
that's dope.
But
And it's cool because Garth Ennis, man, his hatred for superheroes is evident. So
It's
evident.
great,
tells
though.
the best stories.
I love it. And
it's so
it's
good.
cool because they team up and slaughter. I won't say the M word, but I'll say little people. Do you remember that? I had to slaughter little people in this. Do you remember that, right? But yeah.
Yes.
But Garth Ennis, man, again, very well written, and the art was fantastic. I loved it.
Well, go on now.
No, that's it.
That
I'm
was
good.
the only thing. That was the only series
That was
we
the,
both agreed.
the only overlap.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So we got through the overlap. Who wants to go
Pete,
first?
playing
Yeah.
yours out.
So
All right.
just renumber the issue, the title, and then go into summaries.
Yep.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Remember, these are brutal.
Yeah.
poems, Okay.
Yep.
So I started off with Wolverine 26 to 30, Volume 7. Benjamin Percy, Jose Juan Rip, or
Yep.
Juan Jose Rip. It was the scene where Wolverine's body was shut up and sold like an auction.
That was dope.
It was, and
He said an auction.
dude, they had an auction
They
in
were selling this
Madripoor.
piece. Yeah.
And I guess, the mutants were all in Krakoa, so not many people could access MSG, the mutant growth hormone.
I'm just picturing this. You're like, hand, one. Do I see 100? Or a finger? Who wants a finger?
Beast was at the time was in charge of X-Force.
Yes.
Wolverine was leading it, and he would send Wolverine on these missions
Yep.
all across the world. And during these battles, Wolverine would always get beat up, cut up, whatever. Beast would always show up and retrieve these
Take the
pieces,
parts.
and he would sell them on auctions through Madripoor. So the idea that you could buy Wolverine's claws and it was literally floating in water. And it's like that. I was like, yo, that's like
I want one of
all
those.
these people that were buying them because they wanted to take the DNA of Wolverine and clone him and all that stuff.
Which, come on, that had to have been like somebody must have seen the problem in doing this, right?
Well,
Like, come on.
That's when we found out Beast was he literally lost his shit.
Yeah.
So it ended up, and the whole story ends with a brutal battle between Wolverine and Beast. And I'm not gonna spoil it, but I mean that scene where they showed the auction was just like, whoa. Just thinking about it, it's gonna be freaky.
I got a question for you.
Go for it.
You know, say they were chopping up pieces of them. Well, didn't it have adamantium bones? How?
Well,
Or
know
maybe
those-
the cartilage area?
It could be, but there's also those situations where Wolverine's had an arm completely cut off
Yes,
by
yes, yes.
like you
The
know, then it
blade or
grows
something.
back.
Yeah. I got you.
He
Okay.
got bit by a shark, you know. And they,
Oh, there's a
they
chunk
chunk
out of him.
Beast would go and get the shark,
Yeah.
and just take the part that he needs.
Or more specifically, if someone had an adamantium weapon and actually got a limb off of him,
Got you.
Beast would find that limb.
And
Gotcha.
Wolverine was oblivious to it until he fought like a dumbed down version of himself. That was a magic point. It was so funny. It was like, wait,
Like a clone?
yeah, it was like a clone. But like I said, Benjamin Percy's a sick dude.
Yeah.
Man. I loved it. I love that about you, Percy.
He's a great writer, man.
You got it. So yeah, and then Wolverine 90, Volume 2, written by Larry Hama and Adam Kubert. This scene, it was like the last issue before the Age of Apocalypse was introduced. And the scene where he fights Sabretooth in the school. Oh, yeah. And you know, he finally gets him pinned down. And you know, at the time, they were trying to help Sabretooth, who was brain dead at the time.
Yep.
And they thought he could be converted. And he ends up fighting Saber. You know, he had a backup plan to take down Wolverine. Wolverine was on top of him, and he pins him down. And he had those claws out. The double claws had him pinned down.
Sick.
And Sabretooth just went out like, you know, if you don't kill me, I want to kill everybody you love. And that's when Wolverine popped that third claw right through his brain. And then, lucky for me, it stopped because that's when the Age of Apocalypse kicked in and everything crystallized. It was so cool to watch, and I was like, "What's gonna happen next?"
I love that cover, that gatefold cover. The Kuberts. The Kuberts did it in the background, and Kuberts.
Adam Kubert and Andy.
But if you look at, there's a section on the cover that it's painted by the Hilbert brothers. Right?
It's Greg
Rest in
Hilbert.
peace. One of them passed
It
away.
was Greg Hilbert, and the other one is Tom.
Greg and Tom. Yeah.
I don't know. I'm trying to figure out which one passed away.
Yeah,
I think
one
it
of
was
them
Tom.
passed.
I think
Rest
it
in
was
peace.
Tom.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a sick ass cover too.
That's cool.
I remember it came with a card inside. Remember?
Yes.
Yeah. Good days. Good old days, man.
Ultimate Wolverine versus Hulk #1. Damon Lindelof and Leading Frames with you.
I think I know this is when he gets ripped in half.
I'll skip that for the sake of time. You know why? I think that was
You already mentioned it before.
Yeah, I did. Yeah. And the last one, X-Men 25 in 1991, written by Fabian Nicieza and Andy Kubert, their brother. This was the issue. You've seen the X-Men 97, the adamantium being pulled out of Wolverine's body by Magneto on Asteroid M.
That was sick.
Great fight, great. It was very bloody, very like the cartoon showed clips of it that looked like the actual page of the comic, but the comic showed more, and it was more like
more
I felt
gritty,
bad for Logan.
more gritty.
More
dark. All right, guys. Again, Sabretooth, Uncanny X-Men 213 from 1987. Alan Davis, Paul Neary, Chris Claremont. This is the one that started all. This is Logan's first and very of many fights with Victor Creed. It went down during Chris Claremont's iconic run in Uncanny X-Men during the famous Mutant Massacre storyline. Their battle begins in a tunnel dwelling Morlocks. Home before Logan brings the environment down on top of Creed. But when I tell you they go at it, round 2 sees the fight concluding in a rage throughout almost the entirely Charles Xavier state. Epic fight, epic battle. I mean, you got to see this, man. It's so great. Art, top notch, man.
Alan Davis.
Top notch, man. I love that cover too, man, where they're both facing each other.
Yeah, it's like,
Tooth is right there. Oh, man, I love it. This was one of the highlights of their fights. This this book came out then the issue 10 where they did the flashback where they fought, where Wolverine didn't pop his blades, etc., etc. Number 2, I got, again, no real order, Omega Red, issue 5, Chris Claremont, Lee Scott Williams. Omega Red isn't a prolific, prolific as a villain as somewhat like Sabretooth, but he is truly sadistic villain who gave Logan one of the longest, most relentless fights in his life. Carry on a wicked set of healing. He actually has a healing factor too. He is Russia's version of a super soldier.
Super soldier. Yeah,
remember that? When they resurrected him, they gathered all the hands together. They killed them, their souls, and their souls went into the body to resurrect him. and he had these sick ass tentacles that came out of his hands.
And it was made out of what metal?
Carbonium,
Carbonium.
carbonium,
There you go.
tentacles, and a healing factor of his own. Omega Red isn't the ultimate Wolverine deterrent. The Russian serial killer turned supervillain was employed by the Hand, led to believe that Logan possessed a device called a carbonadium synthesizer.
Mhm.
So anyway, long story short, they go at it and they just freaking go at it for a long time. I believe somewhere it says they fought for a very long time.
Very long time. Very long time. I was going to say hours.
18 hours. They actually
18
fought
hours.
18 hours
Yeah.
in the snow, like a blizzard was going
The
on. I
healing
knew I
factor
had
was
it
going
written.
crazy to keep them both
Yep.
alive.
And then the other one I've got prior to our Punisher 17,
Go ahead.
Cyclops in Schism issue
Schism.
4 and
That was a
5.
good
Jason
storyline.
Aaron and Carlos Pacheco. A fight decades in the making. Years and years of bad blood between Wolverine and Cyclops came to head-to-head climax. Schism storyline. Dude, it was so great, man.
No.
I love it. I
Jason
go back and
Aaron.
read it. While the rivalry between Charles Xavier, Wayward's son,
It finally came to a head.
was always, went toe to toe. The whole thing where Logan was trying to sleep with Scott's wife for several years. It was
Homie wanted bone.
It was that made him come to blows as Logan was ready to blow himself and got to smithereens over the ladder. Well, anyway, they were going at it. They fought it. They beat the hell out of each other. Oh, and Cyclops actually shot Wolverine in his face
I know.
with the Optum Blast.
Melted like his face.
Probably melt him. I think his flesh if he hit him like full.
If it wasn't for
Oh,
the
man.
adamantium, he would have like lost his head completely.
Well, you also remember, I know not to get off, but it's still Wolverine.
Mhm.
Remember, back in the storyline, I forget the storyline where he was he got a nuke dropped on him. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah.
And he showed like his rib cage and
Skeleton,
everything.
See everything. With
Yeah, and he was still walking, dude. And while he was regenerating, so I mean,
So they would burn his skin, his tissues,
Yeah.
blood.
I mean,
But like, if there's adamantium in front of it, it was protected. It did protect him. That's why he was able to.
but then after that, they made up, and Wolverine actually went to go lead another team. You remember that? He went to
Opened
lead.
up the school of named after Jean Grey. It was
Yes.
just the gifted Jean Grey and the gifted school of higher learning.
I remember that. That was great. That was really good
It was
stuff. But that's what I
They
got.
did split up the X-Men.
Yeah,
So
one time.
Cyclops and Wolverine.
Yeah, they had beef. It built up
It's
for
real big.
many years.
They had, even though
Well,
like,
because Wolverine was
even
jumping
years it
around,
was
man.
about
We
Jean
all know
Grey,
Wolverine.
but at that time,
He's the man.
One at a time. One at
I'm
a
sorry.
time.
So even though it built up that it was about Jean Grey, it really wasn't, because at that time
No.
he was with Jean Grey. Well, actually, Jean Grey died. Emma Frost was dating Cyclops, so it just was more about how strict Cyclops is, and Wolverine thought he was too much of a Boy Scout.
Well, but the build up to it. Well, Wolverine's a ladies' man anyway.
Hey,
He must have kissed all of
He had
them.
a list of girls.
He kissed them all.
But
He
Jean
kissed
Grey,
Storm.
he really had a thing.
Storm. He kissed Jean Grey. Remember?
No, he was.
He was around.
World and
Rogue too. They had a little thing. Yeah.
I think it was more like a father and daughter thing. But
No, I mean, he kissed her.
They,
Like
they,
this, they kissed
they were
her.
doing shit.
Yeah,
He put on his trash bag and he kissed her.
he did.
He put on a hazmat suit and then he kissed her. That's what I got. My
All right,
Yeah, that's a
boys.
cool list. That was a cool
All right,
list.
cool.
My brothers.
So, guys, we're actually already over time, so we're gonna skip to the last segment. Segment is gonna
5, 6, and 7.
yeah, we can do those on the after hour.
And
We're gonna
Yeah.
do we're gonna do a who the hell wrote this on the after hour today. Make sure you sign up patreon.com/comic convo express. There's over 20 hours of extra content for you to check out. It's a great way to support the show. That is patreon.com/comic convo express. $4 to start. That is cheaper than a cup of coffee or a new comic book.
Or Happy Meal plus tax.
All right. Who is the most fitting to take the title of Wolverine after Logan? I want one name from both of you, and then you guys can debate it.
You want to go? I'll say
Go
mine.
ahead, you go. I'm gonna hear you.
Laura, X-23, baby.
That's my answer.
Who else
You
would
both agree on that?
Kenny.
Who else would be more fitting than the daughter of Logan?
Parents at NYX3. Written by Joe Quesada and artist Josh Middleton.
Okay, then I'll ask another question then.
Who's the second most fitting?
No, I was going to say, that one was quick. I wasn't expecting that. All right, so that worked out. So then we'll end it off. Then give me your favorite alternate version of Wolverine.
My favorite was Old Man Logan. From Wolverine 66 in 2008, Mark Millar, Steve McNiven. When he replaced Logan while Logan was dead,
Yeah.
quote unquote, it was pretty cool to see him, healed and hanging out with the X-Men.
And you, Tom?
Mine's is from the Age of Apocalypse, the Wolverine with one hand.
Ahoy! Everything seems to be on fire.
He claps like this. Well, anyway, backstory in alternate timeline, Wolverine is known as Weapon X, a member of the X-Men. I love it because when he fought Cyclops in that universe, it's cool because when Cyclops first came out, he had his hair, and as issue moved on, his hair moved out the way, and you saw 3 claws, and freaking he fought Sabretooth. I'm sorry, he fought Wolverine, and freaking he blasted his hand off. But it's dope because as they fight, the blade still came out of his nub.
Because the blade,
It was nubbing.
healed, but it stayed.
It was nubbing.
But the hand was completely off.
It was off.
He had a little nub.
And you saw in the X-Men move Purple Wolverine. You saw him there, and it was great.
He had good, his nice big hair.
He was jacked too, man.
So you think that would have been a good version?
I like that one. That's one of my favorite. I mean, I have a couple other ones, but that one hands down. That and yeah.
Okay, fantastic. All right, yeah, this is bringing us to the end of the show. Thank you guys so much for being with us. Make sure you check out all of our social medias at Comic Convo Express. We have an Instagram, we have a TikTok, and we are on YouTube, youtube.com/Comic Convo Express. Check us out. We're live, twitch.tv/Comic Convo Express every other Saturday. Our season finale will be on Friday the 13th. That is June 13th, 2025.
Chill.
We'll see you guys then.
Netflix.
All right, this has been Comic Convo Express.
Thank you,
We love you guys.
Support your comic shops.
Please like, follow, subscribe, guys. Take care. God bless.